stressed out. It's making me stressed out.
Yeah, no, like you grab an egg and you rub it on yourself, but it's just giving pink mist. I was just sleeping and then I just hear stuff moving. We're at Target. Look at how cute this is. And look at this one. I also like these little gnomes. Look at this basket. Okay, I'm in my toy YouTube era. Look at how cute this is. They're minis. Look at how small. That's Princess Leia. She's my favorite. And then look at this one. Dobby. He's mini. There's so many different types. Hey, what's up, besties? Welcome back to my channel. Today we did a little bit of damage to the bank account. I know I'm supposed to be in No Spend November, but I was having such a bad mental health day. Honestly, I think the second it hits winter outside, my brain is like, why are you in the house? Why are you in the house? Like, you need to get out right now and go shopping. Because the second it hits winter outside, my brain gets really sad. Yesterday was Saturday. I spent all day just napping, sleeping, crying, just laying down and being sad. And I'm gonna intend this vlog to be more like a FaceTime together. Like, if we're just besties chilling together. We're just gonna do some self-care because it is a hard day, especially since, if you guys know, I moved from Texas from Pennsylvania, and usually we go down to Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving, but we're not. And it's actually the first year that I've lost probably 6 family members in the span of like probably the past year. It's just a lot, and it's culminating into one big thing. It's making me stressed out. It's making me stressed out. What do we think of my hair clips? Are they cute? I really like them. I meant to match them with my hoodie. I want to do a fit check real quick, only because I feel like you guys would really like this fit. I have these gray Victoria's Secret leggings on. They're gray, and then they're the bell-bottom ones, so they look like the classic yogas. I have my pink boots on with my gingerbread socks, and then I have this little pink sweater. Tyler got me this. I think it's so cute, and it's just reminiscent of a sweater that I have back home that I actually donated when I moved down here, because when we moved down here, I donated so many clothes so that I didn't have to bring them, but I still had like 4 garbage bags of clothes. So now I'm just trying to rebuy the pieces that I kind of miss. Grab a bevy. I got some hot oat milk latte, and then it is raining outside, like pouring rain. But I went into my leasing office the other day, and one thing about me is I will talk the leasing office lady's head off. I was on my lunch, so I was like, okay, I'm going on my lunch. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna walk over there and I'm just gonna talk to her. So we had a conversation. It was about like 40 minutes. It was like most of my lunch. I had to come back, run into the house, eat all of my food, and then get to work. But I started talking to her about growing up, like being Latina and having a boyfriend who is not Latino, like my boyfriend being white. And it was just so funny because she's like, no, I get it. Like, I get the vibes. Growing up with my mom, is she's very superstitious, and most Latino moms are like just very superstitious, believe in like the Madre de Ojo, things like that. My mom believed like if you took an egg and you like rubbed it on yourself, the egg can pick up all the evil. And it wasn't just my mom. Like, I'm not making fun of my mom. Like, it was all the Latinas moms in my community and all of the people, like grandmas, aunts, uncles. Everyone believed this stuff. Even aunts and uncles would be like, yeah, no, like you grab an egg and you rub it on yourself. But if you really said that in front of your friends who weren't in the same culture, they'd be like,
what are you talking about? You take an egg and you rub it on yourself?
and I'm like, yeah, duh. Another thing that we would do growing up is my grandma would take me and my mom to this place. It smelled like straight up essential oils. It was almost like a witchcraft shop type thing. I don't know, listen, this is my culture. They would go and they would buy these things, a wash, like a body wash, but it smells so potent and pungent with like herbs and stuff. When you take a bath, after you take a bath, you take like this stuff. Honestly, it's like gross. Like, it's like pink, there's stuff floating in it. You take this bowl and you dump it all over yourself. I think it smells good now that I'm older. I think once you get older, you start to get an acquired taste for things you were embarrassed by. And I keep watching that that Crazy Rich Asian show on Netflix and all these places. Being against your culture when you're younger is so ingrained in American children. Because I know growing up, I was always like, no, I don't want to speak Spanish. I don't want to bring Spanish food to school. Like, I don't want anyone to know that I'm Spanish. I want to keep that in my house. But now that I'm older, when I talk to people, it's one of the first things I tell people. Like, they're like, oh, what are you? I'm like, oh, I'm Latina. Like, I'm so proud of my culture. So I think that the kids who grew up trying to suppress their culture grow up to be the ones who are like, no, actually, no, I'm proud of it. That's not the case for everyone. I know a lot of people don't feel that way. If you, like, resonate with this, who cares if my culture shines out? It's who I am. And so I love to hear stories about stuff like that. My best friend Caitlin, me and her were on FaceTime the other day. Well, we do Snapchat chat because she's an Android girly, and she was doing an egg cleanse, and she's like, I'm doing an egg cleanse right now. And I was like, period. My mom would be so proud. Caitlin has no issue doing what my family does. So if my family told her to rub an egg on her head 3 times and throw it on the floor, she would do it, like, instantly. Caitlin would be like, okay, hold on, boom, because she just is so accepting. And I think that's the friends that people who have this issue should be around. People who feel like they can't show their culture are usually around friends who want them to hide it. And that's how it was growing up. I would just get made fun of. I would get called like a gorilla because I was so hairy on my arms. This is like, okay, trauma. Okay, I want to show you guys how cute my socks are. I'm watching Leo Skeppy right now and eating my bowl and having my coffee. But look at my socks. They're just so cute. And I can't wait to show you guys what I got from Target because it's so cute. Look at this. I want to show you guys everything that I got from Target. I know I'm in the bathroom, but who cares? A lot of it is Christmas related, and I know it's the November, but girl, I needed these. So I love gingerbread men. I think I showed you guys before, but look at my James Avery gingerbread charm. It is so cute. These gingerbread men, look at how cute! And look at their little green bow ties. I'm thinking about chopping one off and making it pink. I know a lot of people watch YouTubers who do Pinkmas, which is more like Christmas, but pink and white and girly colors. So I wanted to partake in Pinkmas because last year we did a white tree. A lot of the decor was pink related, so it was giving Pinkmas. But this year I want to take it a little bit more serious. So I ended up getting this nutcracker. Look at how adorable. It is a little snowman. I got this white Christmas tree. Look at it. And it has lights. Oh my gosh. And then this as well, which is a tiny little pink one. I just thought by each other, it's just giving Pinkmas. And we're gonna have a little bit more of a serious portion of the video. So I'm gonna do some skincare, like a little mask, put my hair back, and I'm gonna do some lip oil on my lips. We're just gonna like talk and enjoy our weekend. So I have to go into the office tomorrow, and this week is Thanksgiving, so I'm just having a lot of flashbacks to times where I had Thanksgiving with my family, and I feel like it's kind of overwhelming me because I love having Thanksgiving with my family. When I first met Tyler, it was a completely different family than what I was used to. A lot of, we moved out to Pennsylvania, 2 hours away from my grandmother, probably 2:45 if you accounted for traffic. So we didn't always go back home for the holidays. When I was young, we went back almost, oh, I have a pimple patch on. We would still go over to visit my grandma growing up, but it wasn't as frequent as other people. Like Tyler's grandmother was literally in town, so he didn't have to go far to see his grandmother. And so when I first met Tyler, I would always spend my Thanksgivings half at my own house. And that was honestly my favorite years of my life. It was probably the past 5 years, only because I really liked his family, but then I also obviously love my family. So it made it really fun to have 2 places where I knew I was really wanted. And we always had so much fun with my parents. We would play music. We would like dance around, take pictures. Like the one year we took a family picture around Christmas time, and it was just so cute. Just thinking back to all of that. Yeah, honestly, I'm just reminiscing of all the times I had Thanksgiving over there. It was a lot of fun. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about, for me, when I lose someone. So I lost my grandfather, my cousin, my 2 uncles, my Tyler's grandmother. It's been really hard losing my family members lately because I've been just thinking about funny stories of them, and that's kind of how I keep my family alive in my head. I like to think back to memories I have of them, and my family is probably not gonna like me sharing this, but my grandpa's passed away, so it's not like it matters. Like, nobody's gonna come and get him. My grandpa learned, he was very into zombie movies and scary movies like Saw, Saw, Freddy Krueger, any of the scary horror movies that you watched growing up. My grandpa really liked them, but specifically zombies, like The Walking Dead, Resident Evil, anything that involves zombies. My grandpa really liked them. It was like, people can download movies from online, and my grandpa was like, what? How do you do that? And so he learned how to do that, and he started doing it, and my grandpa, listen, he's gone, so it's like not an admission of guilt. He went and downloaded like gajillions of zombie movies, of scary movies, thriller movies, just movies, and had to get like this letter from the government being like, please don't do that, you will go to jail. And then he was like, oh my god, I probably shouldn't be doing this. And so I just thought that was so funny and so like him. I remember he always wore, growing up, I always knew him as the guy who wore an orange shirt, and just the same orange shirt. I didn't know that people own multiples. Like, I didn't know he was like a cartoon and had like multiple of the same orange shirt. And so when Christmas time came around when I was like 12, my mom was like, what should we get my grandpa Ozzy for Christmas? And I was like, let's get him another shirt colored than orange, because he wears the same orange shirt and he's like so poor because he has an orange shirt. But my mom had to explain to me that he wears the same orange shirt because he has like 40 of the same orange shirt. And so now when I go to like Walmart and stuff and I see an orange shirt, it just reminds me of my grandpa, especially around this time of year. I'm just like, that's freaking hilarious. I didn't know he was like a cartoon character where he had the same orange shirt every single day. Okay, I have to rinse my face out in the kitchen only because Tyler had to use the bathroom. So I just rinsed my face off in the kitchen. I kind of love this angle. This angle's everything. But I basically just rinsed off my face and now I'm gonna let it dry. Petition for me to make a cooking show. Hey guys, it's Kaz. I'm cooking. I feel like this will be so cute for a cooking show. I was reading online that you're supposed to put essence before you put moisturizer. So I'm going to try the Advanced Nail Mucin. And this will be my first time trying it. I'm going to only do a small patch here because there is some lore that if you use this and you have a dust mite allergy, you literally can erupt into an allergic reaction, and I am allergic to dust mites, but I'm willing to try this. So let's risk my life to try this nail mucin. I don't know if you guys have dealt with this, but once someone dies in your family, then you're terrified about who's next. I don't know if this is just like an OCD thing, but I will freak out, and I have to check to make sure my rabbits are like alive. Let's see. I heard that this is super like sticky, and that there's like these lines you can just, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like putting it on here. I really like this moisturizer. Oh, it's not blended. People don't see the bond that you make with your boyfriend because it's a boyfriend. Like, a lot of people have told me, is it your grandma or is it your boyfriend's grandma? And in my head, I saw her as my grandmother. And nobody can really take that away from me. Regardless of if it was my boyfriend's grandma or not, it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt me any less. And people like just made me feel like it wasn't my own grandma, so I shouldn't have been so upset. Everyone around me was pretty understanding, but I feel like if I told people in the street, they're like, oh, why are you sad? Like, why are you different? And I was like, my boyfriend's grandma, like my boyfriend's grandma. I'm like crying. They're like, what? It's your boyfriend. It's not your grandma. But it was like in my brain, I saw her every single holiday, and we've been together since we were 14. I met her when I was 15 and I'm now 23. So that was just so hard. My grandpa, my step grandpa, my two uncles, my cousin, and then Tyler's grandmother. Like, that was like the timeline of it all. And when it came from all of those first like 4, I just internalized it. And then finally, like when his grandmother passed, it was almost like the cherry on top of all of it. And I was like, I can't. Like, I just erupted into like bawling my eyes out for weeks. I just really miss her and I wish she was here. And then last night, I'm super superstitious, like I told you guys earlier, but I was just sleeping and then I just hear stuff moving. Like my hair clip just like flew to the ground, and I always check to make sure that I wasn't touching anything that made that happen. Like I wasn't on my pillow to where it was hitting my nightstand, or nothing was hitting my nightstand, but my hair clip like flew on the ground, my pillows were on the ground, and I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, who's visiting me? Like, do I look like a snatched legend with the gua sha? And the very last thing that I wanted to kind of say is I hesitated posting this or filming this only because I feel like people are going to be like, oh, it's just for like, not attention, but like people to feel bad, like pity, but it's not. I just know that there's other people who are in the same boat, because I was watching Love Island the other day and this guy was talking about losing his mom and like his loss, and you can obviously see that it was still bothering him. And even if it's just a year ago, 6 months ago, no matter what, you can still feel the same way. Like you can still be sad, because I know for me, when the holidays come up, I miss all of my family and the people that I've lost. But then also when I achieve something big, like I know in my life, sometimes when I tell certain people about my achievements, I feel like my grandparents, especially like my grandma and Tyler's grandma, were always super, well, my grandma is alive, but my grandpa, when I told them that I won an award at work, or that I got second honors or first honors, they would be so proud. And so now, like I won an award at work and I got a really good grade in my class, I want to go tell specific people in my life. Like I want to call my grandma and tell her so she can tell my grandpa and he can be happy, but I can't. And like that's really been hard on me, because I know that these were people who were so happy for my achievements, and it's great that my parents are and that Tyler's parents are, but it's different when it's like a grandma. I don't know, it's a different kind of love, and everyone knows that. Like your grandparents' love is completely different, and it's just, it's really hard. If you've dealt with anything similar, if you've dealt with loss in any way and you feel the same, comment down below of any experiences you've had or how you've been feeling. Grief is especially felt during the holidays. I know for my family it is. Let me know what you guys think. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.